Hello, this is Cheryl Cuthrell. I'm the Anderson GOP chair, and today I'm talking with David Standard, who is running for County Council seat number 2. Hi, David.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great today.
We're just going to ask you a few questions today, and the first one is, what is your main reason for seeking this position?
Well, there's been in District 2, I think it's been left behind. And if you look at the housing down here, we have a total of 77, which I noticed 2 were torn down the other day. So let's say 75 dilapidated homes. That's becoming an issue because it's doing nothing but harboring drug activities, and it's providing crime and safe havens for some of these people. And it's time to clean the area up. And I believe that I can help clean this area up by getting people behind us, because right now they feel like that they only receive promises that are broken. About 9 months prior to election, they start getting these promises, and that's what I'm hearing a lot of.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that it's always been in my mind. I said, well, I kept saying I'm gonna give her a chance, but nothing's happening down here, really.
Okay, so we're making it clear because some people, I'll say County Council 2, and that means nothing to them. So can you give me the names of some towns that are down there, so if people are listening, they'll know that that's the area they're in?
Yes, we have Homeland Park, the Apple Mill, like the Alphabet Streets. It goes up to Belton Highway. Right there at Second Baptist Church, it's District 2, and after that it changes. It goes up to Murray and Main, all the way up to Malden Street, and parts of 28, I believe, up to Market Street, and then we have Broadway Lake area as well.
Good. That way people are
Nevitt Forest and Southampton.
Good, thank you. That way it'll give people an idea, because sometimes they don't know their number.
Right.
Now, with people of Anderson County Party, they are constantly wanting to be sure that their representatives are sticking to the Republican platform. So can you give me a couple of issues from the Republican platform that are dear to you?
Well, definitely taxes. Nobody likes to have taxes raised. I do understand as time goes on, there are some times that you have to, but I'll fight everything I can to minimize or get rid of some of these taxes. A lot of people have approached me, like if you own a home, they charging 2%. I mean, to rent, they're charging landlords 2% more on taxes, and I don't feel that that's right. I think that everybody should pay the equal amount of taxes. And the other one, I guess, would be, it's dear to me on the Second Amendment. I think that's a big issue. The council has stepped up and done a wonderful job instilling that and doing like they should to try to protect our rights. And that's a right that I see that's going to be challenged more and more as we move on into the future. And to protect it and be behind the residents, I think that's one of my main goals too.
So one of the main things that they are going to check people on is your stance on pro-life, pro-choice.
Right. Well, definitely pro-life. I'm totally against abortions. I think that everyone should have a chance in life, even as a fetus. I can't imagine. I can't. It baffles me how a doctor can even have a want to do an abortion. I mean, how can you do that? And it's sad, and I'm an animal rights guy, but it seems like the animals have more rights than fetuses, and that's that's sad. It really is. And so yeah, that's a topic. It kills me when I hear people talk about, well, I had abortion, this and that, but the people who was going to go out for abortion, they didn't. So, their children have grown up to be very successful. I mean, you hear good stories all the time where they say my parents was going to abort me, or my mother, but she gave me that chance. And I just think we all need a chance. And yes, sometimes raising kids, and I have 4 kids of my own, it's not a burden. It can be a strain on you, but it's also a very joyful feeling, especially when now I had like 10 grandchildren. And I couldn't imagine none of my kids saying, "Hey, Dad, we're going to have an abortion." I'd be like, "No, you're not either."
You know, it is funny because sometimes I feel like animals do have more rights than some of our children have rights. And it really saddens me.
It is. It's very
So,
sad.
if you're elected, what are the couple or three things that you feel like need to be addressed for your county area?
Definitely cleaning it up. We need to get it to the point where the businesses want to come down and open up. Right now, they're leaving, and they say the problem is it's our windows are going to be broken out, things are going to be stolen, and they're right. And the sheriff McBride, he's done an excellent job, and he's doing everything that he can, but he can only do so much. And I think when you become a representative of a district, you need to step up and do your part too, and get out there and start educating the people of why you should keep your yards clean, why you should do this, why you should help the sheriff's department when you see these people doing things illegally that they shouldn't. So yeah, I would love to see more businesses come down to this area. It's poverty a good bit, and I feel like, and of course, listen to everybody else, it's been neglected. So that would be one thing, is helping cleaning up the area, letting it be prosperous again. I was raised up here. I was actually on Grime Street down in past Southside Baptist. So I remember the days when this was a thriving community, and it can be thriving again. So that, of course, getting rid of these dilapidated homes. Right now, there's grants being getting to tear them down. And from my understanding, when I was told that they get permission from the owners, and then they tear them down, owners keep the property. I don't think that when there's so much things that grant money could be used for, I don't think we need to be wasting tearing down homes. I think we need to start making the owners of the homes take more responsibility. And however we got to do it, we just need to do it. And then until we start taking a stand, nothing's going to change. And I'm kind of, it sometimes can be bullheaded. When I get to a point where I want something, I'm going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing because I want it done. And I see that, my saying is we're beautiful on the inside. It's just going to take someone to come in and help us make it beautiful on the outside. And I feel like I have a lot of people who would stand behind me. And if they seen that, you got to lead by an example. So basically, I will be a leader by an example. I'm not running just to have my name on the ballot. I'm running because I care about the future of this community. And I want to see changes, and I want to see them 2 hours after I get elected in there. I want to start seeing changes right then. And, we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty sure that we can make some changes down here.
So as soon as you get in, you want to start running.
Absolutely. I mean, I already have a couple of plans to, on the first day to get going, and I hope to start some of them before I can get in there. So we got to get community cleanup. I like to get a group to get together where we can get out and do community cleanups. I'm not above that, so I don't expect nobody to do something that, I wouldn't do. And I wouldn't ask anybody to do anything that I wouldn't do. So I'll do a lot. So.
If they help clean up and everything, then they have pride in seeing
Exactly.
it cleaned up. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Well, I want to give you a couple more minutes to just give us any more information that I just wanted to touch on those things, but I want to give you a couple of minutes to be able to give us anything that you think is important, and also how people can get in touch with you if they need to get in touch with you.
Okay. Well, my email address to start off with is David4CountyCouncil2. 4 is the number 4, 2 is the number 2 @gmail.com. Or they can reach me personally on my cell phone. It's 864-221-1131. It's always on. If I'm asleep, I will call people back. I've had 15 messages in one day and called every one of them back by the following day. So my phone will always be on. Even when I'm elected, it would always be on, because I want to hear the changes that people want. I want to hear their ideas, because you can't do it by yourself. So it takes being able to listen to others. And if someone has a better idea, it may be to the point where say, hey, I'll be there for you, and let's don't stand behind each other, stand beside each other and march forward. War wasn't won by a single line, people behind each other. It was one by each standing beside each other firing the weapons. And our weapons have got to be getting out there doing what's right for the community and moving it forward, marching forward and helping others. And I think we need to get out there and help those elders that can't help each other. There's I've actually, you know, I do landscaping as well, and I do something for the elders that can't do it. And I think we all, and that's what builds relationship, is getting out there doing for those who can't. So I welcome the votes. We need the votes. If we ever gonna make change, then you got to get out there and vote, especially June the 9th. It's coming shortly. And then we got to move forward after that to November the 3rd. And if you want to make changes, put that vote in.
Absolutely. That's really important. A lot of people don't think primaries are that important, but it's
I know.
really just as important as the general.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you putting yourself out there and put yourself forward to represent this part of the county. And we hope to see you at the Anderson County meetings if you get elected, or anyway, whether you're elected or not, you're always welcome to Anderson County meetings. But I appreciate you taking this time to sit down with us and let's get this out to the people who, there's still many that don't want to get out because of the COVID, but they need to get the information or see faces and be able to hear what the people stand for. So that's the purpose of these. They'll go on Facebook, they'll go on our website, they'll go on an email that goes out to everyone. So we just think it's important to be sure that people who can't get out or don't want to get out are able to kind of touch base with you.
Right, absolutely. And I appreciate the opportunity to be able to reach out to them like this.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And don't forget to vote on the primary on June 9th.
That's right. Get out there. It matters just as much as November the 3rd.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You have